pageants. We see all the glitz, all the glamour, all the beauty, but just know they do a lot of work for the community as well. So right now we have Morgan Young, who is Miss Clark County 2025 and can tell us all about that. So Morgan, thanks for being here.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm so happy to be back here.
No, we're excited to have you, and congratulations on the crown again.
Thank
it's very
you.
exciting. Let's hear about your journey to becoming Miss Clark County 2025.
Absolutely. So I started competing in the Miss America organization when I was 15 years old, primarily because I wanted to win scholarship money so that I could go to college. And lo and behold, thanks to the Miss America organization as well as some other scholarships I earned, I graduated last year from the University of Nevada, Reno, which is why I'm wearing Wolfpack blue, with a degree in computer science and computer engineering. And being in college, I actually took a break from pageantry because I wanted to focus on school and my career. But I kind of had this nagging sense that I wanted to give it another shot. So I came back last year, competed for the Miss Nevada title last year, got first runner-up. And I am the kind of person that doesn't exactly take no for an answer very easily. So back again this year, and I'm Miss Clark County this year.
So what's your next step? You're about to compete again.
Yes, so our Miss Nevada state competition is in just a little over a month at Bally's in Lake Tahoe, and I could not be more excited for it.
How do you prep for that? Because I know it's very, very strict.
Yeah, it's a really intense process. So there's kind of two parts of the preparation, which is preparing for the competition itself, which is interview, talent, fitness, evening out and on-stage question. But then there's the other half of it, which is proving that you're ready for the responsibility and the job of Miss Nevada, because it very much is a job and a huge responsibility. So in that has been me working on my community service initiative, Innovate Her, and then also doing appearances and racking up volunteer hours in the community, and I've been having a blast doing it.
So your nonprofit actually goes really hand in hand with what you studied in school. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, so when I was younger, I was basically the only girl in my robotics classes. I was the only girl in my computer science classes, and to be very honest, that didn't change very much when I went to college, and honestly, it didn't even change when I got into the industry. And so I was really inspired to try and create something and create a space where girls could feel like they could thrive in computer science, technology, engineering, and entrepreneurship. But I've also added another mission to my nonprofit as well, which is, you know, it's no secret Nevada is not great ranked in education, and that's something I feel like we could definitely do a lot to improve, particularly in access to STEM education, career opportunity, and extracurricular activities. So one of our missions now in our nonprofit is advocating and fighting for equitable access to STEM education, career opportunity, and extracurricular activities.
And then real quick, you actually wrote a book about this whole thing.
Yeah, I did. So it's called Tales of the Coding Superheroes. I was really inspired to write it because the way that I got into coding and computer science was really through stories. The first coding class I ever took was called Digital Fashion Design, and I was more into fashion at the time than I was coding, but then kind of like the peanut butter and the pill trick with a dog, I ended up being more into the coding than the fashion. And so I wanted to create a story that incorporates computer science concepts and teaches them in a fun, exciting way. But also one of my big priorities of the book is I very care a lot about the next generation and who they're going to turn out to be. And so really a big theme of the book is each story has a unique hero, and they have these coding superpowers, but also they solve a unique problem in their community, whether it's figuring out a better way to manage recycling or figuring out how to clean up your local park. Each hero solves a big problem in their community, and I really hope that kids are not only inspired to code from this book, but they're inspired to help and serve their community as well and be good citizens.
Love that. Well, Morgan, thank you so much. And real quick, where can we find the book?
Absolutely. So it's on Amazon.
Perfect.
You can just look it up under Tales of the Coding Superheroes, and it's available for sale on Amazon.
All right. Well, Morgan, thank you so much. And we'll be right back.